I think you start a business for the right reason. I think many of the airlines that I described as Mickey Mouse were defensive moves, right? So a full service carrier worried about low cost, so says, oh, let's get into the low cost business. I would never think about starting a full service airline because I'm just not equipped for that, and I'd rather put all my capital into a single model. So that's why I say some of them are really not started with the right intention, and hence will struggle and has struggled, right?
So what do you think when you see these?
If I was Singapore Airlines, I'd just focus on the Singapore Airlines product and make sure that my capital goes on to make sure that I can deal with the Arab airlines, and I can make sure that Singapore is changing as a hub, so it needs to change its business model. And now they've got three. At one stage, I had 4 brands. I don't understand the logic of Silk Air. It should be just Singapore Airlines, short haul and long haul, right? And I think airlines, because they've been monopolies, are scared to lose any sort of control. But as I did a talk on Hard Talk the other day, and I said one of my biggest mistakes is focus. You try to do too many things and you lose focus, right? It's clear Singapore Airlines has had a bad run because it's trying to do too many things. It should focus on what it's good at. It's a good premium airline product. Creating brands, I think, is a mistake. Competing with us at the back of the plane, that's business. If you have a bunch of economy seats that you want to compete with low cost, that's business. If you can afford it, do it. But I think I think focus is key. I mean, if AirAsia decided to start a full service airline, we'd be disastrous at it, right? It's not in our DNA. So I think airlines should stick to do what they're good at. You don't get Rolls-Royce trying to start a budget car company. This isn't a zero-sum game, and I think competition is good. Someone asked me about Cebu Pacific. I said to have Cebu Pacific in the Philippine market has made us better. To have Lion Group has made us better. To have Indigo in India. Asia is 3 over billion people. I don't think one airline could actually serve all of that. And I think that's one of the problems of the airline business, that they spend too long trying to kill each other than focusing on what they're good at. Competition makes you better, makes you try harder, makes you stay on your toes. You become fat, lazy, and complacent when you have no competition. And I thrive on competition. And if someone's better than us and kicks our ass, then we deserve to be kicked, and we need to change and be better. Well, it's nice, walking around in different parts of ASEAN, and everyone says they love AirAsia, and they see AirAsia as being part of them. They don't see it as a Malaysian product or a Thai product. They see it as an ASEAN product. It was very prevalent here. We're small here relatively to other airlines, but we're big international. Yet everyone was saying, oh, I travel on AirAsia, I go everywhere, and thank you, it's changing my life. So where I'd like it to go is to be and I think we're one of the top brands in ASEAN. I'd like to be a top brand in Asia, and I'd like to be seen as, if you're outside of Asia, the airline of choice to come to ASEAN. My dream, without sounding too much like Miss World, is that we have an ASEAN workforce that doesn't think along the lines of nationality, but thinks along the lines of ASEAN, and creating a single airline. That's what I'd like to see going forward. And then just continuing what we're doing, connecting cities that haven't been connected before.